Hey guys, it's Eventon here. So I wanted to make a very quick video. I've been reading and watching a lot of videos about the Niarja being taken over by nullsec. A lot of people have different opinions about what's happened, and even some people kind of have some different thoughts, including myself, about the system, the way that the Final Liminality is set up, and the way it kind of interacts with the world. So I didn't really have any content to show you, so I'm just chilling outside of GDA. We're going to watch some shenanigans at the undock here if anything happens. But so I guess my thing is, a lot of people are kind of upset with how quickly Niarja fell. I mean, I think it was within the course of like 18 hours. I definitely know it was less than a day. But I know a lot of people that are pro-Triglavian saying, hey, you know, it's the player base has spoken. People had time to do something, but a lot of high sec people didn't do anything about it. And I guess my argument is that, I mean, not a lot of people had time. I mean, some people logged in might have like in the middle of the day when Niarja was already at 20% before it was about to convert, or even like 10%. And I mean, how much of an influence could they've really made? There were obviously some bigger corporations getting involved, but even then, some of the most organized and largest corporations couldn't even react in time and get there to save the system or to make it drop even faster. So at least when I was there, I only went through there a couple times while the conflict was happening, and I think at most I saw maybe 500 to 600 players in Niarja fighting. And I think it's really hard to argue that, you know, that when they say the players have spoken or the players have made the decision. I mean, when you're only talking about a very small handful of a few hundred players during a very short amount of time on one day, I mean, and even who knows, a good portion of those players could have been multi-boxers or alt accounts, this and that. So it's like, we might not even be talking about 500 humans here. Like, I mean, it could be closer to, you know, 400 or 300 or whatever. It's really hard to argue that those few hundred people were the voice of the player base, especially when it took, you know, such a short amount of time to completely reverse the system from being low sec into basically null. I guess my argument is that one change I would like to see, and it probably wasn't a big issue prior, because some of the systems that did, I'm gonna go ahead and look at this ship instead, because that guy looks like he's about ready to warp off. I guess my issue is that these systems convert so fast. None of the major systems have really been converted. Maybe Rarivos is probably like the next biggest system after Niarja, but I really think systems that are susceptible or vulnerable to Final Liminality, where they can be basically become low or null, should have a longer timer. At least in my mind, maybe at least 3 days. I heard some people say they would like to have it be a week long, so players could actually like see what's happening, react, and feel like they can actually make a difference in a timely fashion. Because a lot of the time, some people work during the day, especially here in the US. Some people aren't even logging on until it gets into the late hours of the server getting ready to restart. And it seems like a lot of people are just kind of victim to what's happening here. Like just the work hours or whatever it is, they feel like they can't make an impact, especially if it's an important system like Niarja, where, you know, you log in one day, everything is fine, and the next day, nothing looks different. There might be, Niarja might have been the topic of discussion in a handful of channels, but you would just never know. And then before you know it, the entire system, the entire economy, the market, the hauling, the trading, even ratting, like everything has just changed within about 18 hours. I think Niarja is already having a big impact. I've already been told that ore and like the domain in Amari have already gone up. Some ships have gone up in price. So we're already feeling the effects, and it's been a little bit more than a day since Niarja has fallen to the Triglavians. So at least that's my take on it. I did participate in the fight very minorly, but I mostly just did scouting, and I wanted to look around. And to be honest, I knew it was going to fall the Triglavians anyway, because I feel like the ranks of even high sec have been kind of split between the two. Some people want to keep it the way it is, and the people that are in high sec maybe want to take advantage of the opportunity of Niarja falling and try and, you know, make their profits through the market or through trading or hauling, whatever it may be. But as of right now, it has left a sour taste in some people's mouth, including mine. To be honest, it didn't really matter to me whether or not Niarja has fallen, because I've taken proper precautions, at least in my opinion, to kind of benefit from it one way or another. But a lot of people haven't, and it just happened so quickly that not a lot of people were able to feel like they even had a chance to react. So I think the whole idea of like the player base is spoken and high sec players should have done something more. I mean, it just happened so quickly in such a short amount of time. And, and maybe you did want to fight, but a lot of your assets were on the other side of the the galaxy, or maybe you were just so far away. I mean, you were flying your ships over to help in the fight, but it just was too long. Like 18 hours just isn't long enough. I mean, hell, even normal contracts give you 24 hours to complete them, at least as it pertains to hauling, and like you had an entire system fall in less than that period. So at least I would like for them. I don't think it's going to change, but maybe possibly in the future, if CCP ever tries this type of content again, where things can change in a major way, where like they allow players a somewhat longer time to actually play an impact in the thing. So I've already kind of rambled them enough. This is just kind of my thoughts. I really think that they should give people more time to react. And would that put Triglavians at a disadvantage compared to Edencom, which they might have more than enough time? I mean, maybe, probably, but then again, there could be more Triglavian sighting and making it more difficult for Edencom supporters too as well, but we'll see. But anyway, those are just my thoughts and ideas. I wanted to throw it out there. Be sure to check out my other 2 videos of what I've shown Niarja before it fell, after it fell, and kind of what it looks like now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.